Shabbat Shalom, Shari Torah. Hope that everybody has had a great week. It is high holiday season. It's palpable. Tickets are being stuffed, envelopes are being mailed, things are coming together, taluses are getting cleaned, and sermons are, well, in process, let's just say. We are in the month of Elul, a moment in which we are blowing the shofar every morning, reminding ourselves that it is time to wake up. And tomorrow evening, we begin the ancient recitation of Slichot, of psalms, of prayers, of praises, of forgiveness, of asking for us to be able to get off on the right starting point for the year ahead. And as we're in the month of Elul, we are setting aside that moment to turn inward, seeking repentance, renewal, and ultimately repair on our own selves. There's a story told of Rabbi Levi Yitzchak of Berditchev, the great Hasidic master, who was known for his compassion and the way in which he approached this season of the year. The story goes that each year he would write down a list of the mistakes, the shortcomings, and the failings that happened to him over the year. And day after the day, the list would grow and grow. And as he wrote, tears would fall down his face. Drop by drop, his tears smudged the ink until eventually the words were so blurred they were beyond recognition. And by the time Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur came about, the page was unreadable to anybody else. And in some way, through his tears and his heart, he arrived at the high holidays with a state that seemed clean and perhaps even blank. But of course, he really knew all along what was written on those pages. The paper may have been smudged, but the memory remained. Some of the mistakes were repeats from year after year, some were new, and his slate was never fully wiped clean. More like a chalkboard that you could still see the faint outlines that were there had yet to be erased, and that dust remained. And that dust isn't really failure. It's part of who we are as our human self. It's part of being human in nature. Change is not about becoming perfect. It's about continuing to struggle, to wrestle, to reach higher and higher, and to ultimately do better. As we are in this Elul period, only a couple of weeks away from the holidays, I want us to all think about that cheshbon nefesh, that accounting, that mathematical calculation of who we are in our own soul. Make the list as Rabbi Levi Yitzchak did, whether it's on paper, on your phone, in your own heart. Think about the patterns, the words, the places, the people, the relationships that might need repair, our speech that needs refining, our softening of reactions, and our opening of our own hearts and ears and minds. And let that be the process that we take as we begin the Selichot ceremony tomorrow evening. Hope you'll consider joining me and many others members of our community at the JCC at 8 p.m. for a beautiful, spirited, lively Selichot ceremony. But remember, the goal isn't a spotless, clean, blank slate. That's impossible and it doesn't exist. The goal is to keep showing up, working on ourselves, keep brushing off the dust, moving forward and to the person that we know we can be and that we want to become. That's how we honor the gift of this precious time. That's how we honor and live through the sanctity that is life. I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom, an early, happy, healthy New Year to one and to all. I hope to see you in Shul tomorrow or at any point, as well as at Slichot, and looking forward to a beautiful holiday season together. Shabbat Shalom.